Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the D-Day for former President Uhuru Kenyatta. It's actually a defining moment for Uhuru Kenyatta and his party, Jubilee Party. Uhuru Kenyatta is going to either regain the control of Jubilee Party today, or is going to lose Jubilee Party to William Ruto and his cronies. And for those who've been following the politics of this country, today, Uhuru Kenyatta is going to chair Jubilee NDC at Ngong Racecourse. And from all indications, Uhuru Kenyatta is actually out to send a very strong statement to the country and to William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza brigades at large. I've observed a few things. The first thing I observed is the setup. Uhuru Kenyatta is keen on sending a message. From the setup, the branding, the podium, the sound system, the menu, for those who are attending, like my friend Adeda Dede has just shared with me what they are going to be served, I can assure you that Uhuru is out. The choice of the venue was also carefully chosen. Initially, they wanted it at Bomas of Kenya, and the government said no. Then Uhuru Kenyatta and his team went for Ngong Racecourse. For those who might not know, Ngong Racecourse is in Kibra. So it will be easy for Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga to be secured by men in black in that particular venue. And I am sure people like Sabina Chege will not find their way into this venue. So it's going to be serious meeting. And according to Jeremiah Kioni, they expect over 5,000 delegates at this particular conference, which is also significant. And apart from that, according to the information I have, is that key leaders from the opposition will join Uhuru Kenyatta. But the biggest question is, what is Uhuru Kenyatta's options? What do we expect from Uhuru Kenyatta after this particular meeting? So in this video, I want us to look at Uhuru Kenyatta's options ahead of this Jubilee National Delegates Convention. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two only. Press that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find any other place. So the best thing you can do is to subscribe so that the moment we post a video like this, YouTube will notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And for this particular video, guys, I want to make a request to you. Please just give it thumbs up. And if you can, drop your comment. And by the way, I also know that there are several individuals here who normally get the notification, but they are not yet subscribed. You are doing injustice to yourself. Please do that. Now, I don't want to waste much time, but go straight into the options which are available, what we can expect from Uhuru Kenyatta after today's meeting. Because we all know that Sabina Chege and the group were very clear yesterday that Uhuru Kenyatta is no longer the Jubilee Party leader, and therefore there can never be NDC, and that they were going to announce a new date for the NDC. So after this NDC, our eyes are going to be fixed on two institutions, that is the judiciary. How will they rule? Because I know, and I'm sure Sabina Chege and the group might attempt to go to court. And number two is the Register of Political Parties. Will they agree with the decisions of this NDC? But what are the options available as at now? Number one, if you ask me, Uhuru Kenyatta is likely to declare his intention to continue serving as Jubilee Party leader. He's going to do this because of two things. Number one, Uhuru Kenyatta is being pushed by Kenya Kwanza and William Ruto, actually not pushed, being forced to stop being the party leader. So I want to think that Uhuru Kenyatta is going to show these guys middle finger by telling them, I'm going to continue staying. There is nothing you can do. So for me, the first thing which we can expect from Uhuru Kenyatta after this event is that he's going to announce to their supporters that I'm going to stay. Because remember, William Ruto and his team, including the CS for Defense, yesterday were very categorical that Uhuru Kenyatta should not continue serving in politics. The NADI senator was very clear and delivered a strong message to Uhuru Kenyatta that he's going to face consequences. And for me, that message was actually from William Ruto. So Uhuru is going to tell them, please stay with that your president's retirement benefit, because that's the only thing. In that act, it is very clear that a former president cannot hold office after 6 months. He can only hold office for 6 months after ceasing being the president. Then after 6 months, then he can then start advising the current president, at the same time benefit from the act. So Uhuru Kenyatta, I'm sure, is going to tell them, I don't want those benefits. Stay with them. I'm going to continue serving as Jubilee Party leader because of the fact that he's being pushed. The other reason why he's going to stick is 2027. Uhuru Kenyatta is keen on revenging. You know, William Ruto shocked the entire country by outwitting Uhuru and Raila. When I talk of outwitting or defeating, I simply mean that he was able to be declared by IBC. So where was Uhuru when Ruto was being declared the president by IBC? Where's Uhuru when the Supreme Court was making the ruling? So he has a beef to chew. He wants to revenge. Because of course, you can understand how he's been humiliated, frustrated by the likes of Rigathi, you know, someone like Sabina Chege now coming to take his party, you know, Ndindi Nyoro, a person who was clinging onto Uhuru Kenyatta's court just the other day, lecturing Uhuru Kenyatta like a child. So the fact is, Uhuru wants to revenge. He wants to try and recapture the seat in 2027, not as a presidential candidate, but by fronting a particular candidate. And that has been the biggest worry of Kenya Kwanza, Uhuru Kenyatta's moves. So Uhuru might declare that he's going to continue serving as Jubilee Party leader. Number two, and I see this as remote, though I don't rule it out, that Uhuru Kenyatta might actually decide to announce his retirement from politics. Uhuru might say, okay, I'm retiring from politics. I'm going to offer advisory role to Jubilee Party. I'm not going to be the party leader, but I'm just going to serve from the back. You know, like how Moi did it. Moi was the former president. After leaving office, he left the KANU into the hands of Uhuru Kenyatta, but he would only offer guidance to the leadership. So Uhuru Kenyatta might decide to do that. He's going to do that. He might decide to do that based on mainly 2 or 3 factors. Number one, pressure from his close family members. You know, the Kenyatta family have been under a lot of attacks after Uhuru left office. Their farm raided, you know, their security withdrawn, you know, just in humiliations here and there, being attacked publicly by people like Rigathi Gachagua, who once worked for them. So for me, if you ask me, he might decide to announce that retirement because of the family. Number two, he can decide to make that announcement because of international pressure. You know, the international community are actually piling pressure on both Uhuru and Raila. They want Uhuru to retire, and they want Raila to become the official opposition leader with an office. So they are under a lot of that pressure. And also, there are allies of Uhuru Kenyatta who believes that Uhuru Kenyatta should not continue being in politics because he's embarrassing himself, and that is affecting his standing as a statesman, and they are quoting the role he's been playing in Ethiopia and other parts of the country of Africa. In fact, even Eden Duale yesterday was very categorical that Uhuru Kenyatta is embarrassing the country, that when they go out there, you know, people like Suluhu, people like Museveni are like, why is a former president eating tear gas? So that's another possibility, but I see it very remote. But I don't rule out the possibility of Uhuru Kenyatta deciding to retire. Number 3, there's also the possibility that Uhuru Kenyatta can decide that I'm going to appoint a new party leader. Let's say Kanini Kega. Let's say, you never know, Martha Karua. Or maybe he can decide and say, Maina Njenga is going to be the new Jubilee party leader. And I'm going to work with them very closely. So those are options. Then he's going to fix the new Jubilee party. Because as we speak, Jubilee party has no secretary general. It has acting secretary general. It doesn't have a chairman. The chairman is on the other side. So he's going to fill those positions, including that of the party leader. So that's another option. But I don't think that's going to be possible. And lastly, I'm also imagining and trying to assume that Uhuru Kenyatta might actually surprise Kenyans by rebranding Jubilee Party, making a resolution to change the name of Jubilee Party, change the colors of Jubilee Party, so that there's no confusion, so that if the likes of Sabina Chege wants to continue with the other Jubilee Party, they can proceed with it. But those, for me, those are some of the options which are available for Uhuru Kenyatta during today's NDC. Thank you guys. I'll be following that NDC because it's significant. Today I'll be following it up and come back to you guys with what I shall have observed. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.